Sean, an actor and director. Rick, a writer and director, both lived in the San Francisco Bay Area in the 90s and loved watching and making movies. Now Sean lives in Los Angeles and Rick in Virginia, and they talk nearly every day on their way to their not movie-making jobs.
Security warning. Use this criminal next we talking about against me. Alright, so I woke up at 5 a.m. Well, 4:45 actually.
Yeah.
For no apparent reason. So I can't sleep, so I go downstairs, and of course my dumb ass goes on the computer instead of doing something productive, right? So, and I'm going through my Facebook feed, and there's this stupid entry from Forbidden Videos or something. And of course, I'm human, so I click on it and everything. I shouldn't have, because it was so bizarre. It was footage from Ground Zero on 9/11, right after the second plane had hit. And this person was walking around in what they called the square, which I guess is right between the two buildings.
Yeah.
And like a lot of public forums, they have an intercom system that plays music, just to keep up morale or whatever. So it was so bizarre because you see all this debris on the ground, the camera's panning up to the two buildings burning, and it's this awful elevator music playing from the speaker. And it was just so eerie and creepy and everything else.
Oh, no.
And then I should have signed off. I should have been like, yeah, just go look at something else now. But I keep watching, and the fucking camera points up just as one of these poor people jump out of the building.
Oh, no. No, thank you.
But son of a bitch, and I clicked off, and I'm like, but it was there. Little mental grenade. So I started thinking, not always on this level, what is like some of the worst shit you clicked on that you're like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, it happens all the time. Like, someone sent me... I really hate that people do this. Someone sent me a thing about, and they're just trying to spread news or whatever. They're like, oh God, can you believe this happened? But
Right.
they sent me this video of someone plowing through a crowd in a nightclub with their car. And I'm like, why would you send that to me? Like, I don't want to see that.
Because did you see people getting hurt in the video as well, or?
Yeah, they got hurt. And then,
Oh no.
to make it even worse, they pulled the guy out of the car and beat him to a pulp.
Oh god.
And so here's the thing. Instagram has a thing where you can report videos, and they say that one of the videos you can report is violence and this and that.
Right.
But then when I report it, it says it doesn't go against their community standards. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like,
It's like on the checklist. What are you talking about?
yeah, it's violence. What are you talking about?
That's awful, man. It's totally awful.
Apparently, they don't want videos of people threatening violence. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's much better.
See,
Like,
you're gonna say it was kind of like those funny near-miss videos you'll see of some guy somewhere in Thailand, and he nearly gets hit by a bus, but just kind of gets up. He's like, "No, I'm fine. Everything."
yeah.
Those I'm like, "Oh my god! Oh, they're alive. It's all right. Everything's cool. Okay, everything's good."
Yeah.
Here's a less serious one. I'm gonna tell you how a female butt, ruined The Force Awakens for me. Before going to the premiere of The Force Awakens, I go to a 24-hour marathon of the entire original trilogy, and then The Force Awakens, right?
Yeah.
So I'm flipping through Facebook, and there's this voluptuous ass, just a huge picture of this woman's butt in underwear, and me being male, click there, right in between the cheeks, right on the arrow, right? To a hand about to slap this butt. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I want to see where this is going. And the moment the palm hits the butt cheek, it does a flash frame. You know what the frame says?
What?
Kylo Ren kills Han Solo.
Oh, oh, That's fucked up.
For the next day and a half to gaslight myself, going, it's just an asshole online wanting to freak people out. That's all it is. So here we are watching Force Awakens, and right about that time, between the scene between Kylo and Han, I'm like, oh fuck, he's gonna die. The butt was right.
The butt was right. Right now, someone's listening to this going, God damn it, I haven't watched it yet.
Alright, if you have Force Awakens, fuck you hard. The movie that came out, what, 10 years ago now? What is it?
Right?
Oh my god. I always hate when people do that. Those are spoilers. It's The Exorcist, 1973. Fuck you. If you haven't seen it, oh well. There's this thing called streaming. You can watch almost anything nowadays.
I'm waiting for it to be free on cable.
Dude, everything's on YouTube.
I want it to come on Channel 5.
At 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know if local channels show movies anymore like that. I think it's all infomercial stuff.
I think it is. It's like,
Yeah, I don't think it's back in the day where, when we were in high school, we could wake up and, like, the original Lethal Weapon is playing on some late night channel or something.
not anymore, no.
And
All the streaming channels bought all the rights to all the movies.
we have it all. Trying to think, okay, what else was horrible online?
That's not how you manifest. You're doing it wrong. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
It's one of my favorite lines out of The Force Awakens. How to get in there, we can use the Force. It's not how the Force works. I know people shit on the first one, but I really enjoyed The Force Awakens.
I did too. I liked it. Definitely much better than the others, but
Oh yeah. I don't like Daisy Ridley, but I do like John Boyega a lot. I loved his character.
I think you're not like Daisy Ridley.
She's okay. First of all, she's a stick. She got the frame of a 14-year-old boy. So I'm like, there's nothing. And she's got one of those bad British accents, like the I'm from the streets British accent. She's got the above Mary Poppins, I'm better than you kind of British accent, and it just for me at all. Even if she was another ethnicity with that same accent, it wouldn't work for me because it's too pompous. It just doesn't work.
I think it's just the English in me that's like, oh, I love the British accent.
I still think it's fucked up how they treated Boyega in that movie because all signs point to everything I've read online. If you see how the original film plays out, Finn was meant to be Force sensitive. He was meant to be a Jedi at some point in the original film.
Yeah,
and they went and switched the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
If you look at the original posters for the movie, he has more presence on the poster than she does.
Yeah,
I mean, who's the more dynamic character? The one who was a stormtrooper. The one who knows joining the Imperial forces was not a good thing to do.
and that makes more sense too because because he sees this is wrong. This is wrong. I need to leave.
And imagine how many dramatic beats you could have once Kylo finds out one of their own have not only joined the Resistance, but is a fucking Jedi. That would be great, man.
Yeah, they fucked that one up when they did that.
The creepy, gothy Kylo Ren, Daisy Ridley, I hate all that stuff. It's like, I didn't understand that. And at the end, he's kissing her before he dies. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Disney was just trying to create another freaking Disney princess is what they were doing.
I don't know what they were doing there, but it's just lunacy. One of my favorite bits in Force Awakens is when the one shock trooper and Finn go at it. He's got the lightsaber, and the shock trooper's got his cool little lightning baton sort of thing. I love that. See, that's what I mean. He used the lightsaber too well. You know, that would be like if Han Solo tried to use the lightsaber in Empire or Jedi. Well, he did in Empire when he cut open the Tauntaun. But you know what I mean? If he
Yeah.
was used in a combat situation, you wouldn't buy it because, like, well, that doesn't make any sense. He doesn't have the Force. You know, he's not Force sensitive, as they call it later in the prequels, or the sequels, rather. And, yeah, I mean, that sequence was amazing. I think it was truly to set up the fact that he was going to be a Jedi.
And I think that's where they were going, and then I think the producers just said, we need some love and we need some sexual tension between the two characters.
And then in the meantime, poor Finn becomes a secondary character. Last Jedi, he's on that fucking casino planet. Such a waste of time.
Fucking casino.
I hated that scene. That entire time, I'm like, why are we here? What is the point of all this? This just makes no sense. Like, if Jabba came out, then it would make some sense. I'm like,
Yeah,
alright, okay.
I'm trying to remember. They were going there to find the guy who.
Yeah, it was like a video game. It was like, you need to go here to achieve this, you know.
Yeah, and that whole scene is just like almost forgettable because you don't even remember. They were going
Why?
to get something. I can't even remember what it was.
Hey, it was just to talk to somebody. That's all it was. Yeah, that's all it was to get information from someone. And I'm like, what the hell, man? This is horrible. And he really doesn't get to do much in the third one either.
No. Yeah.
Gonna manifest Star Wars hate at Disney all over again. Doesn't matter now. Star Wars is pretty much dead, sadly. And I think we've seen, outside of the Mandalorian movie coming out, I think Star Wars is gone.
Yeah, that's so sad.
It is, because when you were like 19 years old, if someone told you, hey man, guess what? They're going to make Star Wars TV shows, extra movies, the future's going to be amazing. You'd be like, I don't think they're going to do all that, but okay. But you would be tantalized. You'd be like, yeah, that would be great. Some movies and a TV show.
Yeah.
And you get it. You're like, what the hell is this? It's like ordering a 5-course meal and you get a Happy Meal. You're like, that's not... Except the Happy Meal would go down, unlike most of the Star Wars.
Yeah.
I hear Skeleton Crew's amazing, but
Oh, you haven't seen that? Oh, I love it, dude. It's like freaking Goonies meets Star Wars.
no, everyone tells me that, and they're like, the little 9-year-old in you is going to be like, this is wonderful, this is Star Wars. But the apathetic grown adult who had to sit through fucking Kenobi is like,
Forget Kenobi.
oh jeez, that show, that fucking show.
Yeah,
By the time the point when they're on the Imperial water base, which makes no sense whatsoever, okay? And they're flying vehicles that are meant for space terrain onto a water vessel, and I'm like, what are you doing? But a young Princess Leia under his jacket, like a bad Three Stooges segment. I'm like, what are we doing? Does anyone understand Star Wars in any way, fucking shape, or form? Why did not Ewan McGregor not go, can I talk to you for a moment?
I think you're getting too excited because your microphone keeps clipping. Either that or you just got a bad signal. I don't know.
No, I think it's all the hate.
Just for our listeners and our viewers, I am not censoring him.
Like, this is how he usually talks about modern day Star Wars. It's okay. I'm started on Superman. Oh yeah, let's talk about Superman.
Oh God, here we go. No.
But they're doing the second one already. But it's not officially a Superman 2 though. It's the next chapter of the Superman family saga. So,
Yeah,
like,
because he said was it supposed to be Supergirl or something like that?
he's doing another one outside of Supergirl. Supergirl's already been made.
Oh, okay.
Supergirl's done, shot, and they're editing it now. Comes out next year, I guess it is. But he is doing another Superman movie that's not a sequel directly, but part of the Superman saga. So take from that what you will. Makes no sense whatsoever. In G.I. Joe, but it has no G.I. Joes in it. So, but it's part of the... How can it be part of the saga then?
What happened to Justice League? Aren't they going to do like a Justice League?
Oh well, no, they got to do this Justice Gang crap that they did in Superman. They got to. So stupid. It's like, what are you guys doing here? I hate you
It's
people.
like Avengers have been come and gone, and they're done, and DC is like, we're working on it. Don't worry.
See, and the funny part is, James Gunn's contract ends like next year, unless they renew it. So it's like, dude, unless you make some huge strides and make a lot of money for Warner Brothers, I'm pretty certain they're going to go, yeah, Mr. Gunn, this isn't working. We're going to go another charge for a while. Which is why I suspect he's directing this other Superman movie, because he's like, ah, fuck, I'm going to get canned. I need to get some profit points in and then make a bit of extra cash before they remove me.
Oh, that's so funny.
Awful, man. It's so awful. Because, all right, so you know the whole hate between what they call the Snyder Bros, right?
Yeah.
And the gun bots, as they're called. So you like Man of Steel, you're labeled a Snyder Bro, and you're this piece of shit, overly masculine. You stole the election by getting the Justice League 4-hour cut made with a bunch of online bots, basically telling HBO you wanted to see that thing.
Oh, Lord.
You're wrong. I actually like Snyder's movies to a point. Like, I love Watchmen. I'm not a big fan of 300, surprisingly.
Really?
I mean, I thought it was good, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Sucker Punch is pretty cool.
Oh, I love Sucker Punch.
Yeah, there's a lot to love in Sucker Punch, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a female-led action film by just a bunch of badasses. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I like all of his DC stuff, so I do. I like a majority of his work, but I'm not going to defend his bad work. Like, I still haven't seen the Rebel Moon director's cuts. I was not a fan of the shortened versions, but I can understand why I didn't like them, because it's not the full version of the movie.
Yeah.
It's not what he intended. And the deal with Netflix was, look, we'll let you do your 2.5-hour movie, whatever it's going to be, but you have to give us some PG-13 versions still on Christmas Day. And he's like, all right, you're paying the bill, whatever. So that's what he wanted to do. Army of the Dead, I love that movie. So, yeah, I am a fan of his work, but I will easily call him out when he does shit.
Yeah.
But it's incredible how many people hate him for Man of Steel and Justice League Superman. So the big thing that everyone kept claiming when the new Superman came out is it's going to make $1 billion, yo. It's going to beat the shit out of Man of Steel. And it's like, okay, whatever, guys, calm down. And sure enough, it's barely going to make $600 million.
Wow.
Barely. After 4 weeks in the theaters, it's going direct to pay-per-view, basically.
Not even with crypto?
Not. Oh, I hated that. Superman is there. He's had the shit beaten out of him. He's bleeding to death. And the dog's like, let me fuck you now. Let me beat you up. This is hilarious. Isn't
I
this?
thought crypto would have at least brought it up to 700 million.
And people claim, oh, well, the dog is funny. If I was a 7-8-year-old kid watching that movie, I'd be like, you fucking piece of shit dog. Leave Superman. Be a good dog and listen to your master. Anywho.
But it's not his master. That's why he wasn't listening.
Oh my God, let's not go there yet. So, the Superman that was supposed to make $1 billion makes barely 600. And then any person who makes the claim, well, Man of Steel made more money than that, they're like, we don't want to hear you. It's like, but wait, your movie was going to make $1 billion, and Man of Steel made $670 million, which, if you adjust for inflation, is closer to $1 billion than you will ever be. But they want to write entirely. They're like, oh, it didn't need to make $1 billion. It's like, but you said it. $1 billion movie. So it comes and goes like a fart in the wind, and you got a segment of film goers who are like, it's the greatest movie since it's better than Superman the movie. I'm like, that is heresy. It does not.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve, you asshole. No way, shape,
My problem with everything is this freaking all or nothing. You're either this or you're that, and I hate that attitude. It started with you either like Coke or you like Pepsi. You can't like both, and it's like and then it went on to Star Trek and Star Wars. That pisses me off. Well, do you like Star Trek or do you like Star Wars? Well, why the fuck can't you like both? Fuck you.
they're apples and oranges. Here's my problem. My problem is if people weren't treating that like the second coming of Superman, okay, if they weren't like, oh my gosh, this movie's amazing, if they could at least go, it was all right, wasn't great, definitely like Chris Reeve better, I would have been down.
Yeah.
But and start saying it's the greatest superhero movie ever made, I'm like, have you watched any other superhero movies? I have to question your all right, because there's been some pretty great fucking Superman movies out there. But it's like, it's just silly, man. And yeah, I get animated and passionate about this stuff because it's shit I grew up with.
Yeah.
It's these things that have been done so well before, and now we're in this day and age of film appreciation where if they make it to second base, it's fine. It doesn't have to be a home run anymore. And it's like, but shouldn't it? Shouldn't we want the best out of all these things? Why are we paying the money to get to only be, partially entertained?
I want them to go back to the 90s. There's a couple of superhero movies that I was looking forward to back then that I think really sucked, and I want them to redo those. I want somebody to redo those.
Which would be what?
The Shadow and was it The Phantom?
Yeah. Both of those movies had such great actors, but the scripts were horrible.
Yeah, I want those to be redone. Those are just really horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. What I would love to see is people actually have appreciation for the original Ninja Turtle movies again.
I think that is. I hear a lot about it online that a lot of people are interested in the original Ninja Turtles movies.
I think one of the worst problems with present film culture when it comes to the youngins, the what do they call them again? The younglings.
Younglings? Yeah.
Star Wars. They have the inability to look at the past and appreciate it.
They do.
Which is really weird because, all right, I would say I came into my own when it comes to I'm going to devour film probably around the age of 13, 14. And there was nothing I watched that was old that I shunned, Just like when I saw Psycho for the first time, I didn't sit there and make fun of the fact that people call each other chum and friend, stuff, wearing fucking, tweed suits with fedoras and everything. No, I didn't attack the movie for that. I allowed that movie to take me on a journey, And it seems like with younger film goers, if it's not into their tune of what editing should be, what music should be in there, the political motives, motifs that they're looking for.
I think it's because they're not taught about the history of film and the older movies all the way up until probably even the 70s or 60s maybe. You're coming from stage acting, and they did every film like a stage act.
Right.
And it was usually 9 times out of 10 with a stationary camera.
Yeah, usually a wide shot.
And back then, that was when actors remembered all their lines.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, there was no improv. It's like improv. I remember line for line. Okay, all right. Don't be insulted. Sorry, mister.
Yeah, I mean, they were done like stage acting. And that's what I appreciated about the early sitcoms, too, is it was all done on stage like a stage show.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and one of my things, again, if you love film, you should be able to sit there and watch something and appreciate it. I truly feel that.
Yeah.
Because I don't see how even a 19, 20-year-old person today, how can you not watch It's a Wonderful Life and not be a blubbering mess by the end of it? Beautiful film. How can you not have appreciation for it?
Because it doesn't have CGI.
How can you not watch Apocalypse Now and go, oh my God, this insane journey I've been on? I have followed this man and his mission to kill this person, only to have it just go off the rails, you know? I just don't get it. How can you not watch The Godfather and get sucked in by every performance of that movie? And I don't get it. There was an article written maybe 3 or 4 years ago where some asshole zygote out of film school, he criticized The Godfather for being poorly photographed. He's like, it's too dark. I can't see anything. I'm like, fucking moron. What are you talking about? You know, it's like you should not be allowed to watch movies anymore after making those things. They should Polaroid of your face in a movie theater booth going, you talk some serious shit against The Godfather. You're not going into the auditorium. Sorry.
Oh, it's you.
Kind before. And it's remarkable to me. I don't get it. I just can't understand it. I can't understand, and again, between two of us, one of us enjoys Superman quite a bit, but I can't understand how any youngin can go into that movie and go, this is just great. This is amazing. This is the greatest superhero thing ever. It's like, how?
No,
You know?
that's
It is so amazing to me, and I'm a sensitive fucking guy. All right, especially the older I got fucking sensitive as shit. I'll cry at fucking TV commercials. So, that's sensitive. But what I want out of my films is I don't want to see me. I don't want to see my weaknesses.
yeah.
I don't want to see humanity in bigger than life characters. I want them to persevere. I want my bad guys to be fucking bad guys. I want my bad guys to be the type of people that you're like, ooh, his. I don't want to know about your. I don't want to know why this killed 90 people. I don't care.
Exactly.
Killed 90 people.
That is why I refuse to go to a theater to watch rom-com or drama. I don't really see the point in paying $40, $50 a night to go see something that I can walk into work and see.
You're so. I want you at some point tonight when you get home, in between, all the other crazy stuff you watch on YouTube all the time. I want you to type in Superman behind the scenes rehearsal, and they had the nerve to put this on the digital release of the new Superman. All right, it's the speech at the end, the speech I despise.
Yeah.
Where Superman whines to Lex Luthor, right? I wake up just like you. I'm afraid. It's that scene. And this is why I say David Cornsweet, the actor who played Superman, deserved better. Because I think he's honestly a good actor, and I think he gets the essence of Superman. I think him as a person, as a fan of movies, he knows what Superman is. Like the scene they showed at the end of the credits, with him and Mr. Terrific staring at the building.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Terrific's like, what? Well, it's off of it, you know? And he's just like, what do you expect? I did the entire city. What? And it's love when Superman watches him walk away and he goes, darn it, I can be such a jerk, you know? To me, that was the hometown version of Superman coming out. That Smallville Superman, right?
Yeah.
And during this rehearsal, you see David not understanding why Superman is saying what he's saying to Luthor. He doesn't get it because Cornsweet is us. He's a geek. If you run his search on YouTube, before he became Superman, he was a small-time actor. He has YouTube videos of him singing the Star Wars theme, humming along, doing crazy shit like that. Because he's a geek nerd. He just happens to be a good-looking nerd, right? And, and he's an actor. So you see him with James Gunn, and he does not understand why he's got to say this dialogue this way. And it is absurd how James Gunn is directing him. Telling him, you want Luthor to know that he hurts your feelings. I'm like, holy shit, you don't get Superman. It was fun.
Oh, God, I'm not sure if I want to watch that.
minutes of any video that proves that this man should not have directed or written the Superman movie, this is those 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
It is, for me as a director, it was painful to watch. For me as a writer, it was painful to watch. For me, and for me as a fan of film and a fan of Superman, it was hard for me to watch.
For
I'm
me
like,
as an actor, it's painful to hear.
these are like the worst. These are the worst visions we had when you became attached to this project, yo. We knew this is the way it was going to go
Yeah.
because again, he tells stories about weak people, misfits, rejects, and that's fine. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is about a whole bunch of misfits.
Exactly. Yeah. It's meant to be that way.
You can tell that type of story that way, and you can make it emotional, and it is. You know, you feel for fucking Rocket Raccoon. You feel for everybody.
Exactly.
So he can tell those stories, but this is something he can't tell, and there's nothing wrong with that. Not every filmmaker should make any type of movie they want. They really shouldn't because they just don't. They don't have the muscle for it. It's just not their thing. You know, John Carpenter was a fantastic director. I'm pretty sure at no point in time they were like, "So we're thinking for Kindergarten Cop, we're thinking John Carpenter. That could be great, right?" No, you know what? I think we'll go with Ivan Reitman, who did Ghostbusters. It kind of makes more sense to have him direct this. There's Stripes. Yeah, I'm gonna let him do this. That's gonna work for us, you know. And Gunn, man, it's just all this shit went to his head. The moment they put him in charge of DC, the film division, his head just fucking exploded, and it's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes and he lays waste to the entire DC EU. You know, he's like, Aquaman's gone, everybody's gone, all that fucking DC is gone. It's finished. No more Cavill, no more Affleck. It's done. We're starting over.
Wow.
Oh, except my stuff. Peacemaker is still gonna go. Yeah, because I created Peacemaker, so we're still doing Peacemaker. It's like, but it was supposed to be a clean slate. Shouldn't it be a clean slate? you know, and it's just like I don't think I've ever seen a genre director fall this quickly. I really don't, in terms of lack of appreciation any longer from film fans. I've never seen a filmmaker fall that hard.
Wow.
Even Tim Burton, when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Tim Burton, hit and miss guy. He really is. Like Beetlejuice, great movie. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, it's what it is. Batman '89, holy shit.
But Tim Burton was he's kind of I guess the word I'm looking for is eclectic.
Very eclectic, very artsy, but he also knows how to play the game, where a lot of filmmakers don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So he'll be, all right, fine, I'll direct Planet of the Apes, the remake. It's probably going to suck, but I'll do it because I know it's going to make you guys money, and that means the next one I get to do is for me. So he'll turn around and do Big Fish, which is a wonderful, beautiful film. Then he turns around and does Dumbo because he's like, well, I got to make you guys some money again, you know. He gets to do the movie that makes money and is fantastic, like Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
You know, Sleepy Hollow's a great fucking movie.
I love Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, that movie is fantastic. It's got one of the best endings. Just such a simple, beautiful ending of them walking down the streets of New York, you know, circa 19, whatever it was, 18, whatever it was, you know. And it's just, it is. It's a wonderful film. You know, he hasn't really directed much over the years, the last few years, unfortunately. But, you know, he's got a good filmography, you know.
Yeah.
But Gunn at this point, I can't see, you know, what are you going to do after this now? You know, it's like, no, once all the smoke clears and people finally realize, hey, that Superman movie kind of sucked. Yeah, and all those other movies they produced weren't too hot either, you know. It's like Supergirl.
I think movies in general have just gotten, I don't even know how to describe it.
Oh, we're on the low point. It's kind of like that joke in Deadpool Wolverine when he says you're joining the Marvel Universe at a down note or something like that. At a low point, I believe is what he says. And not only a joke, but it's so true. But that is very indicative of all film. We're really not where we used to be. And you know what's funny is I remember watching movies in the 90s and being a little overly picky because what's that movie with Sean Connery, Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes.
Black Rain?
No. That was Douglas.
Oh,
Good movie though.
wait.
Rising Sun, I believe.
Rising
it was
Sun,
called.
yeah.
I remember watching that movie, picking on it. Including beautiful Tia Carrere with this horrible bad British accent she's putting on. She's like, "Don't you think video can be altered?" And it's like, "Oh God, that was horrible."
No, but I
I want.
mean, not even just that. The movie business is at a low. I think it's the freaking creativity of it, and
Yeah,
nobody's making movies for the love of making movies. They're making movies for profit, and that's it.
well, I think movies have already always been made for profit, but the people who went into it want to genuinely make movies.
Yeah,
It's not, like Netflix. Netflix is one of the best things to come for film and the worst things in the sense that it is such a large tech entity. They're
yeah,
making so much money continually that they really don't give a shit about the money they put out on stuff because all they're looking to keep subscribers and keep that money coming in. So think about it. When you have, $300-400 billion coming in a year through your company, they'll throw money at everything and not have any form of checks and balances to make sure it's a good product when it comes out.
yeah.
You know,
Now,
so they'll spend.
were you with Netflix when it was a DVD service?
Yes, yes, I remember you would get movies in the mail. And I
Ah, I
remember
love that.
coming home one day, and Callie had the Wii set up, but there was a TV show on. It was My Name Is Earl, and I'm like, "What is this?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm watching My Name Is Earl," and I'm like, "On cable?" And she's like, "No, through Netflix." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Oh, they're streaming now," and I'm like, "Streaming? What are you talking about?" Wizardry you speak of, very little, very little few things to watch on streaming Netflix,
Yeah,
but it's incredible how that just opened a gateway of boom, this is going to change things. And
yeah,
I think in
yeah.
some respects it's helped, in some respects it hurts. You know, I mean, just the art of watching a movie has changed because people don't even have they won't take the time to even figure out what they're going to watch, nor will they stick with something. They'll just switch it off. They'll be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty too, but it's not like when we would rent movies from Blockbuster or the mom and pop video store back in the day. You went out on a Friday night. Your goal was to find a movie. You're gonna watch a movie, and
Yeah.
you'll spend 2 hours in there. Yeah, you look 10 movies and you do a Sophie's Choice down to 4. You're like, okay, all right, it's gonna be these 4. This is what we're renting. And if you got that movie home, and fucking Raw Deal with Schwarzenegger sucked, you were still gonna watch it because you just paid. Because you were going to hear from your parents. It's like, no, I spent $5 on that fucking movie. You're going to sit your ass here and you're going to watch it. It's like, but I thought it was like Predator or Total. No, you're watching Raw Deal. Deal with it. Arnie looks stupid and his hair's slicked back and he's trying to be a mob guy. This is awful. It's like, this is silly. So it's like, but again, there was a different appreciation of film, dude. It just really was.
Yeah,
And
you had to go through a lot more to get to see the film. Even before DVD and VHS, you had to go to a movie theater in order to
yeah,
see a movie.
exactly. And you did the thing. You did movie phone, or you looked through the paper, and you're looking, and it's like, and it was such a great time because you more than likely never even saw a trailer for the movie.
Yeah.
You're just the last time. Me.
Here's one the young kids probably won't even realize.
What's
You
that?
got excited about a movie trailer from the radio.
With a few seconds from the movie at that, and then you have some local announcer playing at the local Lakewood Forum. Guys, we're gonna go movie. We're gonna
You'd
go
be
see
listening to the radio and you're like, oh, I want to see that movie.
because here's my thing. The last time I had the joy of I don't know what the fuck this movie's about, but I'm gonna watch it, was actually a Christian Bale movie.
Really?
Equilibrium. Have you seen that one?
No, I know of it. I don't think I've seen it.
Got to see Equilibrium. All right. If it's streaming, I'm gonna send you a DVD. I see it all the time for like $1.
I could probably find it.
Looking through the paper, they still had movies in the paper. This is probably 2002, maybe 2003, because Callie and I, or Rhonda and I, had separated. I hadn't met Callie yet. and I was just trying to engulf myself in movies again to deal with all the trauma, right?
Yeah.
And I see this ad for a movie called Equilibrium from Dimension Films, and I'm like, wait, they produce horror sci-fi movies. And I'm like, hey, there's that dude from American Psycho. Hey, there's Taye Diggs. What the hell is this about? And it's just so little information. It's them in shadow with their guns held, and I'm like, well, fuck, man, it's got to be sci-fi at the very least. And they got guns toting. I'm gonna go see this movie, dude. I was so fucking happy with that movie because I didn't know what I was gonna see when I got in. It's a great storyline. The fucking action sequences are insane, man. They do this thing called gun fu, where they fight and shoot at the same time. They do physical fighting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It is fucking insane, man. But that was such a great feeling, and it reminded me of, like, again, like we were teens. Like, we don't know what this movie's about, but it's playing at such and such, and we got to be there by 4. You know, and you know that again, that's what going to the movies was to me, a very personal, emotional, almost religious experience, you know? The whole process, the whole ceremony that you go through.
Yeah.
To track the movie down through the paper or movie phone. Oh, which movie phone? Anyone who complains about looking for a movie on the internet, you haven't lived until you're listening to a pre-recorded message where the times are 2:30, 3:20. I think 3:25. He said. 7:15. Hold on, maybe they're going to repeat it. You want to see 3 Men and a Baby? No, I wanted to see the movie before 3 Men and a Baby. And then you got to sit through that message all over again until you get to hear your times and hope that the person next to you, right?
Just hang up and call back.
How many times I went to a movie at the wrong time because someone didn't write it down properly. Telling I didn't say, how can we go to the movie 20 minutes ago? That's not the time I told you to write down.
I remember it, man. Movie phone was like, man, that was high tech back then.
I always loved it too because you had the main recording and you could tell was always the movie title. You know, welcome to your movie phone. You're calling for things at the AMC. You know, and then it's like, in Theater 1, we have it's like the voice would be always higher or lower than the initial part of the message.
Or when you went to cut to the hours or the times, they'd always cut to some teenager reading a sheet.
Who you know was sitting in some back room somewhere like, I hate my fucking job. Could be worse. Could be at McDonald's.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
My mom would just pay for my entire summer. I wouldn't have to do this.
I should have gone to summer camp.
Oh, I'll tell you, man. That's what I'm saying. Movies used to be different. Now we're in this weird... It gets very scary because I've heard more than one news outlet say that we could be looking at the last 5 to 10 years of true movie theater experiences. And what I mean by that is having a theater at the mall, having multiplexes everywhere. Their theory is that it could turn into basically concert going. Meaning you have less venues, and when you do venture out to these venues, you're going to pay a shit ton of money, which we're already paying a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Dude, I got movie tickets where it was $4.25 to get into a movie. And that was a thing, you know? That wasn't even matinee.
Let me tell you something real quick, because I remember when I first moved to Alameda and I lived in Naval Base.
Yeah.
They had a theater on base that wasn't even second-run movies. These were like old movies.
Right.
My friend and I went to go pay $1.50 a ticket to watch Frankenstein.
I gotta go, man. Good talking to you. I'm gonna talk to you in a bit, brother.
All right.
Continue.
Later.
All right.